DJ Connect, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Today we're gonna be learning about like the full start to finish. How do you use Serato DJ Lite for beginner DJs? Like, this is going to be the start to finish. This is the complete guide that's going to teach you everything. How to even plug in your controller, how to link up with Serato, how to build your crates, how to do your first mix. I'll teach you guys how to do your first mix, what you kind of need to worry about, what the sampler is, how the sampler works. We're going through everything from top to bottom. This is like an overall how to use Serato DJ Lite, how to start your journey as a DJ. And let me be the first to tell you guys right here, right now. One, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what software you use. I'm just saying Serato DJ Lite because that is the software I use. Let me be the first to tell you it does not matter one bit which software you use. You can use any software. The process of DJing is pretty well the same no matter what. It's the same as going back to the days where all we had was our CD kit or our records, and now pretty much all we have is our crates within Serato. Our crates are literally the old crates that we used to have with the records in it, with the music. But now you get to just use your computer. Everything is there. It's made it so simple, but the process is still the exact same. We're still only DJing in 4/4 time, and if you don't know what that means yet, we're gonna get there. I have tons of other videos too, how to mix, how to learn how to beat match, how to do anything like that. Go check those out after. Today is just going to be from top to bottom, how you kind of use Serato DJ Lite, how you start becoming a DJ, how you start thinking like a DJ, and how to start your career right here, right now. And at the time of filming this is January 10th, 2023. We just had our New Year's. We got our New Year's resolution. Maybe you got this controller as a gift or something for Christmas. Do not let this thing go to waste. I'm going to be the guy to tell you again, like, anybody can become a DJ. There's no special power. There's no nothing. Anybody, you, right now, watching this video, you can become a DJ, a professional DJ, getting paid money to go DJ places. All you have to do is put the time in and really understand, like, is this something that you even want to do? Maybe you're going to learn that you don't like DJing, but do not quit because it's hard. Yes, it's hard, but it will get so easy, and then it becomes, like, to a point now, I don't think about mixing. I don't think about anything. I'm not, like, scared when I go show up to a gig. I'm ready to go, and, like, it's second nature to me, and I don't even have to think. And I don't want to say this out loud, but there was a time in my life where I used to drink a lot at the club. I could get blackout wasted and complete nights because I knew how to DJ. There's no secret power. There's no nothing here. And I don't want to like encourage that kind of behavior. I went through a very dark period, but that's not for this video. We're not going to go down there. If you guys want to learn more about me, shoot me a message on Facebook, Andrew, DJ Cache Lindley, link up in the DJ Connect Facebook group. I'll put all the links below, but we're going to hop into this video right now. No more talking. Let's figure out what's up, how to use Serato DJ Lite for beginner DJs.
For beginner DJs.
Alright, so I'm going to show you guys right from the start. I didn't have the brand new Serato DJ Lite 3.0 official. I did have the beta because I was doing some beta videos, but we're going to install right from the get-go Serato DJ Lite 3.0. This is what you get. As soon as you open the program, this is what you're going to see. So we got our setup successful. We're going to close that. Got the install, close this out. We're opening it up right here. This is what it looks like, brand new, fresh install. This is what it should look like for you. What's new in 3.0? Stems. Stems is crazy. If you're just getting started in your DJ journey, Stems is awesome. You guys are gonna have so much fun with that. New Ventura support. I don't have Ventura. This is on Windows, but I do use Mac from a DJ laptop. Again, does not matter what program you use, does not matter what operating system you use. None of that stuff matters. The only thing that matters is, do you have passion to become a DJ, and do you want this? Like, do you want to become a DJ? Yes or no? So we're just gonna hit okay here, ready to go. 1 month Pro for free. Again, Pro is a paid version. You don't need it. I'll be the first to say that. Like what they give you right here with Serato DJ Lite, this is good enough. You just don't get as much function and stuff. But what I recommend always, if you love DJing, like I would recommend getting a better controller. I would assume you just have a very beginner controller and this is what they give you. If you get a better controller, like an SX2 has this, and that's old, that'd be cheap. But any of the higher level controllers, Serato DJ Pro comes free. It just comes included. Like I've never bought it in my entire life. That's why it's still telling me I gotta buy it. Do not, unless you want to pay money for it, you don't need to. As soon as you buy a real controller, it's going to be open, it's going to be free, and you're going to get it. So we're just going to X that out, and here we are. This is basically your front view, and I'm sorry that mine kind of looks like this. I just have stuff on my computer. So what you got here is these are your crates. Every one of these things here are songs, and what these songs are they're literally records, like what you used to have to bring, like either it was on a CD or it was on an actual vinyl. You would bring these to the club, but now we have hundreds of thousands of songs in these crates, and you got them all, as you can see here.
Everything's different, but nothing don't cheat.
Boom. So every one of these things is a song. We have access to everything. What's our next thing that we notice? And this is your main crate. This is all of your crates together. This is all of these crates right here. These are like your singles. So you would call this one like hip hop. Add a new crate. Sorry if you didn't see that. Over here is add a new crate. We can just add another one. We'll call this one top 40. And now you're building your crates. And the idea is that you want to drop like top 40 tracks into here. Drop hip hop into here. So where's this? This is just one of my crates on my computer right now. This is all my music. So you have this here. This is hip hop. So imagine that was your main drive. You would drop this over here, hip hop. Then you would take like Nail Tech, Jack Harlow. That's also hip hop.
Caught the vine up next.
So I'm going to drop that in here. Hip hop. What else we got? We got Jimmy Cook's Drake right here. So
Pigeonhole.
More hip hop. I'm going to put that in hip hop. So right now I'm building a hip hop crate. And that's this here. Right beside it is smart crates. You obviously don't have access to that. You got to have Serato DJ Pro, but essentially that would take everything that's in here. I could make a smart crate where it was a smart crate of hip hop. Automatically, if everything was tagged as hip hop in like the ID3 tags, it'll just automatically pull it into this thing called a smart crate. So you don't even have to do that yourself. Me personally, I do all of my organization myself, like by myself, just because I don't trust the way things are tagged. And you'll start learning, like you'll learn what works best for you as you get there. Don't let this like get confusing to you. I have a lot of other videos specifically on crates. This is all I want to talk about crates today. One thing that you're going to see here, all of these orange tracks, these are tracks that no longer exist. At one point, there were in my drive right here, but that was only because I was bringing it into Serato to analyze the music first and foremost. This button right here, Analyze Files. That's going to pull out your BPM, your beat grid. It's going to try and pull the key as well. It's going to do everything that it needs to. But what happened here is the track is now gone because I moved it into my DJ hard drive. I would really recommend getting an SSD going forward, but I use a hard drive to put all my music on. You can have it on your internal hard drive, whatever works for you. I have 2 terabytes of music, so I can't really keep it on my MacBook because my MacBook is 1 terabyte. All this is saying is that that file is missing, so it's not gonna pick anything up. It's missing completely, so you can either just delete that if you want, with Control Delete, or you can find it again, because if that's your real track, something happened in the path, the file path, like over here. It used to be an eNew, it's no longer there. You got to figure out where it went, or you just gotta, like the way I build it, I build all of my crates on the actual hard drive, so that anytime there's an issue, I can just delete all my crates and then drop them back in. I just click and drag and drop them in. So whichever way you want to do it, doesn't matter, that's up to you. And then another thing we'll notice in the crates here is up here, this is all of your metadata. So this is like, the way I keep it is I have my song name first, artist name first, and you can change all of these. So A's, B's, C, D's, blah, 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 song. You can sort same way, alphabetically by song. I like to sort by BPM. I keep my highest BPMs at the top. Just like, that's just preference. That's just my preference. That's what I do. There's no rules, no laws. I just like to work up. That's just how my brain works. And then you could sort by comment. You could sort by plays. You can sort by where it is on your hard drive. Added. Added is like my secondary. You can pick a secondary category 2 with Control-Shift. So what this does, this will sort by like when it was also added to the hard drive. So it could be sorted by BPM, but then on top of that, it's going to sort by, like, if all of those are 128 BPM, and as I said, BPM must equal BPM to match. It doesn't matter. Sorry. I wish my drive was cleaner right now. But you'll learn as well, like, your drive is never clean. That's the problem as a DJ. So this track is a 114, Sweet Caroline. You can mix it with a 110 BPM. If this would come in, you could mix it with this 110 BPM, but what you have to do is the pitch shift. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later when we talk about mixing, but you got to make sure that the BPM pitch-wise matches. So now we got a 110 over here on Sweet Caroline, or a 1 whatever. Now we got 110. So now these tracks will mix, and I will show you how that works once we hop over to the controller itself. And then you just have all your options over here. If you don't like the way that's sorted, you can pick a lot of different ways that you can sort. You can make some up, like you can create a column if you want. This is your files. This is where you would pull music in. So my music is here. That's on my computer. It's over here. So if I wanted to bring in like this house folder or something, let's bring this in because there won't be a lot of tracks. I don't want to lag. Let's bring this in. Yeah, there's only a few tracks here. So now all of this music is getting pulled into Serato. You'll see here, maybe it isn't analyzed. So the first thing that I would always do once I bring music in is I hit the analyze button. And now it's analyzing everything that's in my hard drive. Depending how quick your computer is, this is going to either be very fast or very slow. So we're just going to let it do its thing right here. And as you'll see, let's get rid of this. This is now pulling like the BPMs. It's building the beat grids. It's finding all of that. It's getting the key. Key isn't on here. I don't know why that isn't here. That should always be on. Where's that? What? Oh, you guys don't have key on Lite, but that's actually a good thing. Something that I always tell my students in my private group. And if you really want to get this quick, you want to make this happen right now, go check out the djconnect.com. Join up. I have a full course, how to beat match, how to mix, how to become the best DJ that you can be right now, and make sure that this happens in your life. The djconnect.com, go check it out, go sign up. It's going to be the best money that you've ever spent. I promise you that. 30-day money back guarantee too. If you don't like it, I will give you your money back. This is not about money, but this is about investing in yourself to make sure you get it. My mentor always taught me, if you don't pay, you don't pay attention. And right now you're paying me with your attention. Like you're spending your life watching this, learning that. So you're paying with your time. But once you start paying with your money, you're gonna want to make sure that that money is going to good use. So you're gonna make sure it happens. I've been through so much coaching in my life, and it's changed my life completely. That's just a disclaimer as well. Back to the video. So what you would see, you got all your BPMs, you don't have key, I'm sorry about that. They don't give it to you in Serato DJ Lite, but you don't need that. I always tell my students, do not worry about key, only worry about beat matching right now. If you can't walk, you can't run. Like mixing in key is it's advanced, you don't need to worry about that. Worry about beat matching right now. Once you can beat match, then by all means go learn keys. But right now we're only focused on beat matching. And that should be it. That's pretty well. This is your main crate. So this is going to change. This crate's going to change depending on what it is. So what your crate is, like Serato gives you these demo tracks. I can actually play these. And this is what we're going to be beat matching with. But this is what like these crates are about. It's just these free samples, free scratch samples, free stuff. But then this crate is my sample pack. This crate is just my new music. This is where I bring my new music in here. I color code it. I analyze it at BPM. I get it ready. And then I move it over to my DJ hard drive. Like this is my soul, my heart and soul right here. That is where it all goes after. So once you saw all those orange tracks, it's because I moved them off of here into my DJ hardware. So that crate, essentially, like this entire crate, where is it? Crate 2, it's this one. They're all orange. What I can do right now is I'll delete it all. Like I don't need that anymore. It's done. It's finished. I got it all done. Delete that crate. Like that is just my prep crate. And now it goes onto there and then that becomes my real crates. So hopefully you understand that. If you don't, just drop some comments below and I will definitely try and clarify that for you. Next up, we do notice like it isn't unlocked. We're going to literally turn the controller on and we're gonna get this thing actually working. So I'm gonna hop over behind the decks and I'm gonna teach you guys a little bit of beat matching, what you need to be worried about, what you need to be looking for right now. So let's go. To get a once in a lifetime, very special recording because right now I'm gonna show you guys behind the scenes of the controller. You guys can't really see me and that's for a reason. So we're just gonna go over what's kind of back here and what we're looking at. So you'll see here, you got your Master 1. Your Master 1 are called XLRs. This is what you're really just gonna plug into your mixer or your speakers directly. This is something you don't really need to worry about at all right now with the controller that you have. You might have this one here, Master 2, just RCAs, and that just works normally. Like you can plug that into a TV, you can plug that into whatever really, like I know you guys know this, you can plug it into an aux cord, like one of the Y cables, an aux cable, you can do that. Next up, you have your booth out. So this is what I use. I use just a booth out. It's a 1/4 inch cable. And a 1/4 inch looks like this. It's kind of like an old headphone jack. That's what that looks like. I use a booth just because that's all I got set up here. I'm gonna show you guys that right now. Sorry for the video if it looks kind of dumb, but that cable goes to that right there. That is my booth monitor, which is just like a PA speaker. And that's where that goes. This cable here goes directly down, like down through here, across the ground, kind of a mess. Excuse the mess everywhere. This is what my real studio looks like. It ain't pretty, it ain't pretty. But that goes to there just through a cable. And that, no, we got one other one here. So next up, you'll see, let me get this set up. So next up, we got our USB cable. So you guys are gonna see as soon as I turn this thing on, I'm gonna jump over to Serato and you're gonna see that it links up, it connects, and that it's ready to go. Next, if you got inputs, you got your channel 1. So up here, you got your lines, you got you can set this to be anything really. You can change that on your channel. So there's a lot to say. A lot of people will say stay away from a 2-channel because you don't have as many options, but that's a lie. I wouldn't worry about that. I still rock a 2-channel. DJs since the start of time, we're always rocking a 2-channel. Same thing, you got your channel here. Again, you can change it from line to phono. You can plug other things in. Doesn't really matter. Right here, you got your aux connection. You got your mic 2, and then you got your mic 1. So the only other thing I got plugged in is a mic, which is right over there. Sometimes you'll see me using that mic right there, and that's all that's connected to. Apart from that, like everything is good to go, and then you just got your power here. So next step is turn this thing on, and this is a Pioneer Rev7 if anyone is wondering. The Pioneer DDJ Rev7. Let me pop it open for you guys in all its glory. And that's it. So we're gonna reset here and we're gonna jump into the video and I'm gonna teach you guys how to beat match. And there we are, there we go. Something that you're gonna notice right here, that it says Pioneer DDJ Rev7 is Serato DJ Pro enabled. So it's telling you right here, you can go right ahead and use Serato DJ Pro for free. I don't have an account right there. The only other thing that I gotta show you real quick is you gotta come in here, and this little button right here, we're gonna dig into it a little bit later, but this just says make audio available to other applications. This is gonna make sure that you can play through. All right, we're back behind the deck. So I'm just gonna give you guys a very quick lesson on mixing. I have a ton of other videos on mixing, how to beat match, how to count beats, all of that stuff. I don't wanna take away from the main purpose of this video, which is about how to use DJ Lite. But it would be wrong of me to not teach you guys a little bit just to get you guys started. It is part of the video. So what you will notice right here is I've loaded 2 different tracks with different BPMs. Sorry, this is very difficult. That's better. Anyways, as I told you guys, BPM has to equal BPM, but that doesn't mean that you can't use 2 tracks that are different BPM. Like right now, I got it, it's 82 and 87.7. These will not mix, they will never mix. But if I do something like this, I bring one down, bring one up, and we're gonna meet in the middle here around 85. Hard to do 2 things at once. But say we met at 85, these tracks, even though they're different BPM, it's gonna work, it's gonna mix. You can do this. All that matters is the BPM that shows, like the current BPM equals the BPM. And that's what these things here, these pitch faders, that's what that's for. You get to set that. You could also use the sync button. I don't really want to talk about the sync button too much. It's a very touchy subject. I don't recommend it. If you don't know how to DJ, using the sync button is gonna mess you up. It's gonna trip you up. I do not recommend it. All that the sync button is gonna do, like watch this right here. Check the BPMs. Let's change them all up. We got 81 and 87. All that's gonna happen when I hit that sync button, now that this track here, the 87, is now synced to 81. It's not doing anything for you. It's just removing that process of moving the pitch fader. And stop right there. Like if the beat grids are wrong or the BPM is wrong, something is wrong with the file, which can happen. Like Serato is not perfect. Nothing is perfect. Sometimes this happens. Or if you're playing old music, like with bands were not beat gridded. Bands were not perfect. Humans made mistakes, so that BPM's always waving. And if you try and use sync on a track like that, it's gonna be a train wreck and you're not gonna know what happened. So pro tip right here, do not use the sync button. Like just don't do it. Don't be a syncer. And that's not to talk any badness about the button. It's just, it's gonna hold you back from you progressing. But anyways, like you'll see here, right now they're synced. I can do anything and they're moving together in unison. Like it has its time and its place. I have sick tricks that I can do with the sync button, but we're not talking about that. We're only talking about the very basics, and we're gonna get through this right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. So what was I doing there? I was just counting 1 to 4. And that's the only thing you need to know right now as a DJ learning how to beat match. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you need to worry about right now. If you know how to count to 4, you know how to DJ. Let's give it up right now. You've learned it. That's it. But right back to it. We got BPM equals BPM. We know how to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you need more clarification on this, go check out one of my videos on how to count beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna drop this one. We're gonna drop the other track. We know that the BPMs equal BPM. Everything's good. We're just gonna drop this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna take that number 1 and drop it on this number 1. And that's it. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. To become a DJ, obviously there's a lot more to it, But that right there, that's it. That's it. And it's, I like to tell everybody, and as I like to tell all of my students, work with instrumentals. Like when you're beat matching, just work with instrumentals because all you're doing is beat matching. You're matching the beat with the beat. So don't put in like real tracks. Don't use vocals. Vocals are really gonna mess you up. Stick with beats. Just stick with beats because you're beat matching. And once you have learned how to beat match, then by all means go learn whatever you want. There's like a whole world of stuff. But if you want to learn how to scratch, you want to learn how to do anything, it all starts with 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, let's go. Then you just like fade it out, whatever you want to do. Bring it back in. You can even bring it back in if you want. And that's it, guys. That's all there is to it. Back to Serato DJ Lite. Let's go. And that's about it. Back to Serato DJ Lite. This is all you got here. You've seen it. You got your sync button here. You got your pitch control. Everything is working as it should. You can turn it on or off. You know how I feel about it. Do whatever you want. All you would do here is, like you see, it's right now 91.8 and 84. Let's bring them both to 90. We're going to meet in the middle here, 90 and 90. It's hard with the controller, but there we go. We got 90 and 90.1. It'll still work. Everything's good. You guys know what's going on now, so we don't got to talk about that anymore. You got your loops. You can set loops here to whatever size you want, an 8. Like, this is what you're going to learn as you progress past beat matching. You're going to learn what bars are, but what you see here is we still got 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you're still watching right now, like, this is a pro tip. If you want to learn how to start beat matching quickly, let's do it very simply, very easily. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all you got to do. Learn how to count. And that's it. So next up, what do we got to look at? I got some plugins here that you probably aren't going to have this one, so we're just going to turn it off. But this is what allows me to play without my controller in. It allows me to play on my computer right here. It's called Serato Play. If you want it, feel free to get it. You don't need it. I would really recommend sticking with your controller. Next up, you got your sampler here. Obviously, the sampler is the single most important thing of all for being a DJ. What you're going to see here, I moved to my sound effects here. All you got to do is whatever you have, you can put anything in here. You can put tracks, but obviously you probably want to put sound effects. So let's just drop some in here. I got the air raid sirens. Let's put all these in. Whooshes. And this is just going to help you mix. This is going to be on your controller, but if not, it's right up here. You're just going to come up here. You're going to hit the button. Add your sound effects in, drop it on, and then boom. I think I don't need to explain that any more in depth. That is it. The sampler, one of the most important things about being a DJ right here. Make it happen. Make it happen. Then beside that, you got some effects panels. So these are the built-in Serato effects. You got a high-pass filter, low-pass filter, flanger, echo. So a high-pass filter essentially would just be, let's turn this loop off. Now we're turning it on. So all you're doing is you're removing anything that's a high frequency. You're just filtering it out, and that'd be the same low pass, flanger. Let's check out echo real quick. Obviously, like, this is how much you want to put in. It's called like wet or dry. How much you want to put on there. Just think about it like on or off. Do you want a lot of it or a little bit? Just think of it like that. And then last but not least, we got Serato Stems for you guys. This is going to be hard to use this. I really want to show you guys this. Stems is awesome. I probably can't use any real music. I just don't want to get demonetized. I will after for an acapella, but let's just use this right here. So what stems is you got 4 layers to the track. You got your drums, you got your bass, you got your melody, and then you got your vocal. So think about that as like, you can create an instrumental, you can take away the drums. Let's just look at it. Let's stop talking. Let's get rid of the drums. Like, obviously this track is very drum heavy. There's no vocals, there's no medley, so we can't really show that. I'm just gonna do this real quick. This might be muted and I will be sorry for that. But let me check real quick. We're gonna pick a soca track. Hopefully, maybe they don't know this track. We're gonna really slow it down.
My friend, I hold it with me. Charge it, but charge it.
Push it up a little bit. Now we just got our bass, our medley. That's all I'm going to show you from this. Hopefully I did not get hit up with the algorithm, but there is so much fun that you guys can have with Serato Stems. Congratulations, you guys stumbled in a world of creativity at the perfect time. And I believe that's it for this page. If anyone has any other questions or anything, there is a button down here called autoplay. All that's going to do is when you get to the end of the track here, it's going to take the next track in line and just start it. I will probably be fine to do that. Now, as this finishes up right here at the end, it's just going to go to the very next track. So, don't need to talk any more about that. That is that. And then you just got your help. If you need tool tips, you come here. This is going to show you what every single thing does. If you need more information, it's going to show you everything you need right up here in help, show tool tips, and then just hover over something with your mouse. And then you got more tutorial, shortcut keys. It is what it is. Master, this is just showing you like your master. Are you over? Do you need to bring the volume up? You can do it more right here. And then let's hop into the settings. All right, and in our settings, we don't have too much. So this is more for like newer DJs who know everything, but sometimes when we're playing, we'll make a mistake and hit a button by accident, and like we might hit the Q button, and that's gonna make us start playing in reverse. A lot of people will freak out because they don't know how to fix that. That's what this is gonna do here. You can't enable any hot cues unless you're holding shift 2. So if you accidentally hit a button, nothing's gonna happen. So if you're prone to making mistakes like that, I would turn this on. I'm not, and I know how to fix them, so I'm not too worried about it. I don't use that. Enable hot cues. You need hot cues. Hot cues are everything. I don't know if you get them though. Yeah, you do. So this lets you roll through your track. You can set up like cues. You see them right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 cues in the track. You get up to 8. So if you like this part of the song and you want to start here, you got to upgrade to Serato to get that. I'm sorry, guys. But like, say you like this part of the song right here, you can just drop a hot cue here, and now you got this here. So instead of having like a cue button, a soft cue button, a play button, now we got hot cues, which are awesome. So this is also 1, 2, 3, 4, as I was just talking about with that shift button. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't see it, but I'm touching it on my keyboard. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then obviously you can run through the track just using your mouse. That's how I do it in the club a lot of times. Instead of like trying to move it forward, I'll just use my mouse to get there. That takes care of that. Instant doubles is really awesome. So say you were mixing and you wanted to bring the track in the exact same time, you drop it on number 2, it's coming to the exact same part. So even if it's playing, I can't show you guys that without getting in trouble. Let's do it with the beats here. So you're in the middle of the track here and you want to start doing some doubles. That was a terrible demonstration with the keyboard, but that's kind of the idea. Hopefully you understood what was going on there. But all it's doing is bringing the track back exactly where it was, loading it up on the other deck at the exact same moment, exact same time. That's instant doubles. Analyze stems on load. This is great. Like if you want to use stems, it's right here, but you do need to have a good computer. If not, there's this little crate right here called stems. You can do all of your analyzing beforehand. Just drop that in the stems folder, and now it's analyzed. And this is not going to take your computer power up. It's not going to use that. So if you don't have a great computer, I would turn this off and then use the stems crate. Turn off effects. So anytime you load a track, if you haven't turned the effects off, they're going to be loaded, like they're going to be turned on normally. I don't know if you saw that, but over here, let's turn the effects back on. They're always going to be on, even if I choose a different track. But you see here, it was on turn off effects. It turned it off when I loaded that track. So let's turn it on again. So now it's not going to turn it off. Like if I pick another track, let's go pick another track here. It's always on. So if I started that track, that echo is still on. Even if I change the track, that echo is still on. So that could mess you up. Like if you didn't know and you didn't know how to turn that off, all this is doing right here is turning that effect off. So watch right here. Watch right here. I'm going to change the track. Boom, it's off. So no more echo. It's gone. So important, very important. Auto gain, I would do that. Keep it at 92. You don't need to mess around there. USB buffer size, this is really just, is your computer great or not? Lowering the latency result in tighter hardware software response. So tighter cuts and stuff, not super important. But if you have a great computer, definitely turn that right down all the way. Make audio available in other applications. If you're streaming through Twitch or something, this is a little important. It's the only way that I can get it to work from my Rev7 to my computer, but that's a little in the future. Don't worry about that right now. Not too important. Show iTunes library. If you use iTunes, it's there. Enable play count. This is just how many times you've played that song. If you played it 100 times, there's a good chance that's a song you like and the song that works great. So I always have this on. Enable play count. Library text size. I like it as small as possible, so I keep it there. You don't get keys, unfortunately, but that's where it is right here. High-res screen display, same thing. Computer, send usage data, not too important. Show streaming services. If you're streaming, you have to have this turned on. I do not stream. I don't think it's there yet. It's at home. If you want to play around and stream at home, by all means, go right ahead and do that. But as for DJing, streaming, I'm not there yet. I'm still making my music myself. And then mixer, right here, very important. If you want to scratch, turn your crossfader curve all the way to the top fast. You want the top curve. On some, you might see like it'll look like a picnic table. It'll either be a blend or a picnic table. You want that picnic table. It'll be like this, or a crossfade. You want it to be the picnic table. And that should be it. That's all your features, everything. It looks like everything that has to do with Serato DJ Lite. And that's it. Like, I know this is probably a very long video. It's probably very difficult too to kind of like wrap your head around this stuff, but it's very simple. Again, it doesn't matter which software you use at all. Use any software you want. This only applies to Serato DJ Lite, like the functions and the functionality, but overall the same process is the same. The counting to 4, samplers, echoes, all of that stuff is the same across the board. Virtual DJ app, it doesn't matter because DJing is still the same process. Learn how to count to 4, learn how to beat match. That's it. There's no special anything. It's all the same, and that's should be it. I really encourage you to just get in here, start playing around. But if you want to really get ahead and really get this moving, you have to learn how to do drills. You have to do the stuff that is hard. Something that held me back like my whole life was not having any knowledge of music. Even though I went to high school, I did music class, it took me over a year to learn how to beat match because there was no YouTube back then. There was nobody like teaching you. There was no waveforms. There was none of that. All I had was my ears and my hands and the 2 records. I had no one to help me. Nobody I knew was a DJ. So I had to figure this out all by myself. Had I had some knowledge of music, it would have helped me get there so much quicker, but I didn't have any of that. So it took me a very, very, very long time, and I hope for you that it does not take you that long. Like, realistically, I can teach someone how to beat match in about 1 hour, to the point where they can go home and do it by themselves. Again, if you guys need help with that, thedjconnect.com, shoot me a message. If you want some one-on-one coaching where I teach you personally, and it takes you that 1 hour to learn how to DJ, yeah, you got to do it. Like, trust me when I tell you, it'll be the best money that you've ever spent. Coaching changed my life in every single way. But apart from that, thank you so much for joining this video. I hope you guys like and subscribe to this. I have nothing but tons of free content for you guys. Any kind of beginner DJ, anyone who's struggling, I have got you. Definitely stay tuned to my channel. There's so much free stuff. But again, if you want this to be quick and you want this to happen right now, thedjconnect.com, make it happen, and it will happen. When you pay for something, you pay attention. You paid right now with your time. You've made it this far in the video. Like, I salute you. You killed it. But if you're going to pay for something, you're going to pay attention and you're going to make it happen. Do not just like learn the stuff and then let it go. Forget. A week goes by, a month goes by where you don't practice. Do not let that happen to you. Like, subscribe right now. Get behind the decks and make this happen. Let's go, fam.